Hello YouTube. It's been a while. Honestly, I probably would have continued not making videos up until this point, but something ridiculously scary and crazy happened where I live. As you may know, if you watch the news at all, there has been a bunch of fires going around in California. On the 8th, it happened around my house. I guess I'll just start from the beginning. My mom had gone out of town for a funeral, and my sister went with her. So the people that live in my house are me, my mom, and my dad. And my dad was home that day, luckily. It was just like regular day, whatever. And then I went to sleep around 12 or so. I fell asleep, and then I get woken up by my dad at like 1 o'clock in the morning. And he's like, "Mija, we gotta get out of here, blah, blah, blah. Wake up, wake up." And I'm just like, leave me alone, I'm sleeping. And I'm falling back asleep. And then he's like, "Mija, get up." I get out of bed, and he tells me to look out the window, and you just see the pink skies just, oh my God, it was unreal to see that. Smoke everywhere. It literally looked like the fire was right outside our house. Like, it was so scary. And so I'm like, holy shit. And he's like, "Go get some things, we need to leave." I ran into my room, and I'm like, oh my God, what do I even grab? You always think, like, if I was ever put in these situations, what would I do? They're always like, oh, if your house is on fire and you could only bring 3 things, what would you get? And I was put in that situation, and it was just crazy. I of course grabbed Milo because, like, he's my baby and I wasn't gonna leave him there, but I grabbed Milo in my purse, and I looked around my room, and I was like, what do I need? And I saw my MacBook just sitting there on the table where I always have it, and I'm like, do I need this? No, but I want to take it. And my dad is yelling at me like, let's go. And I'm like, shit. So I leave everything, just take Milo in my purse, throw on some shoes, and we run outside, and it's just insanely hard to breathe. Like, the smoke was so thick. Honestly, it was a blur. His friends live nearby us. They're the ones that called my dad and told him what was going on. They were honking and like basically telling us to hurry up, that we needed to get out of there. The fire was literally like right above the hill from them, so like I can't even imagine how scary it was for them. We run outside and we get in their truck and we drive into town, not knowing, what's gonna happen next. It was definitely a very surreal experience. During all of this, I was just really concerned for Casey. He was in my last video. He lives nearby me, so I was really concerned if he was okay, and he wasn't answering me, so I was kind of having a mental breakdown. We got into town around 1:30, and he still hadn't answered me, and I was worried. And so I kept calling him, no response. And then around 4 o'clock in the morning, he finally texts me, and he's like, "I'm okay. I'm sorry, my phone wasn't charging, our power went out." And I'm like, oh my God, what are the fucking odds? It was insane. We came and we stayed at my mom's restaurant, and we're still here today. It is now the 11th. I've been hearing that the fire's 20% contained. They're not letting us go back to our homes, even if it is safe in that area. I'm not really sure much of what the situation is or any of it, but it was definitely a very scary thing. And I went back to my house the day before yesterday. I guess they stopped letting people in because, of course, there's always going to be those people that try to take advantage of tragedies, breaking into people's homes and just taking everything that they can. In order to try preventing that, they stopped letting people in. But before that, we got a chance to go in and saw our house, and we saw the houses around us, and The house in front of ours, directly across the street from us, burned completely down. All of their property just black. It was insane to see that. And you can't help but feel guilty when you see someone's home completely gone right across the street from your own. Like, that could have been my house. And I'm so thankful that it wasn't, but I feel so bad that our house is completely fine and so many people have lost theirs. It's crazy how the world works, huh? We're still waiting on news for when we can come back. There's so many horrific videos on Facebook, on YouTube, of the situation, and it's just so tragic. And it happened so quickly. Thankfully, our neighbors on the left side of us, they stayed. They've been helping take care of our animals, and they've just been really kind. Our German Shepherd recently had puppies again, and we had to leave them, and just so concerned for them and all of our animals that we have. So far, everything is okay, but like, imagine having to breathe in all that smoke for as long as they've been having to breathe it in. Yesterday, we heard that the evacuation had been lifted from mandatory to advisory, I think it is. We drove down there, and literally the barricades are like a block away from our house. And we're like, hey, like, we're right there. Why can't we get in? And they're like, oh, it's not safe. There's power lines still falling. And so they let my dad and his friend walk up to my house and see how the animals were and just check up on things and bring some clothes. So here I am sitting in my sister's bed. I decided to record everything, talk about it a little bit. It's a lot that happened, that's happening. And I'll probably vlog if we get to go up there again. I'm sorry for the shitty lighting, but I just got home after 4 days of evacuation, and I looked around and everything is okay here. The puppies are okay, their eyes are starting to open. It's honestly a miracle, and I couldn't be more thankful. Casey's house is fine. My parents' friend's house is burnt all around everywhere except for their house. It's insane. This is what it looks like when you have to up and leave your house for 4 days. Jesus. I was hella proud of making this food too. How tragic. So these fish survived 4 days without any food. Like, all of them. I have no idea how, but they're there. I know this video is kind of scattered, but it is now the morning after the evacuation was officially lifted. 14th, I think. And I just wanted to show you guys the puppies. Who doesn't love a good puppy? Good puppy vlog. Hey, Kika. Hey, Mamash. Oh, darling. Look at how cute. You got some hay on your face, Kika. Everything's okay here. Hello, baby love. Oh. How you doing, Kika? She did good. I'm very proud of her. So that's gonna be it for this video. I'm just feeling really, really thankful. I know I keep saying that. I'm just happy to be home. Sorry I look rough. I just woke up. I guess now would be a good time to address. I've noticed that I've been still gaining subscribers even though I'm not posting videos, and I'm just wondering why and how. If you're new to my channel, leave me a comment on how you found me and why you subscribed. I could really use that right now. And maybe some suggestions for future videos. I know it's kind of sad that it took my house almost catching on fire to make a video. The lack of content is really that extreme. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.